Oh.
We start off with all of you shutting your dicks.
Oh god, even Pixel.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Anyways, we start off with you at Halo's experimental space launcher. You approach the ship that they have assigned to you. It is called the Probhavli. Probhavli.
I was wondering how the fuck to pronounce that.
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
It is, those of you that know many languages issue, you would know that it is, well, an Indian word for, it's basically a Hindu halo.
Huh.
It's the gayest fucking name I've ever seen.
Did you just say that as you like traces along the side?
Maybe.
Oh my
The
god.
ship itself is something to, well, behold. It is the peak of, well, what's currently available for human technology to get to, without stepping into the lines of using alien tech. This,
So it's all human.
yes, there are other human spaceships, but none are quite as advanced as this one.
Give me a minute.
Wait.
What?
Give me a minute, and issue will make something better.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Okay, my bad.
Oh yeah.
I was
see.
like,
that's what I
okay.
assumed.
I was
And
confused.
so-
Alright.
You
So
enter the
just-
ship, and, well, you get to have a look around first before you launch off, which many of you have already done.
I did not get a chance.
I roamed around, so I'm guessing these four are scanner, captain, comms, and gun.
It
Or
is Captain's chair. This is a scanner. This is also a scanner. This is the communication, and this is the gunner.
So,
Okay.
question: how can I run both captain and engineer? Do I just like fucking?
You run back and forth really fast.
that's what. listen.
Alright.
Each action is a minute, guys. Okay, just chill.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
we have enough time.
I was hoping issue just like yeets himself into the ship with some wire and be like, my brain.
You just yeet your brain to the other side of the fucking ship.
You just pop it out, no worries.
Solve.
Just leave your brain on the captain's chair and fucking.
So issue just naturally plops down in the captain's chair. He does not consult anyone.
Of course.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen things like this before.
It is the pinnacle of human technology.
Well, the pinnacle of
normal.
human.
So,
Well,
issue. I'm guessing you're gonna take the helm for this one.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Have
he
you
is in
driven
the biggest fancy chair, so.
Have you driven a spaceship before? Because that would be awesome.
He does not answer. He just starts typing away at things. He's like, I have now.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, but
Uh,
issue actually
well,
does.
okay.
His
I
third
trust
eye
you.
just like
Um,
his third eye just like flickers back and forth, observing
I-
things.
There is a few aspects of the ship that I would like to point out, other than the different computers. If the lot of you would move into this room.
yes.
I
Enter
did
the.
I'm guessing this is
Enter
where
the-
you launch off the smaller ships.
It is. This is also a, while you don't have a smaller ship in here, you can use this to dock onto other places. You can use it to, it's an airlock effectively as well.
Yeah, that's a massive airlock. Like holy shit.
Well, I mean,
Reasonable.
transporting things. It makes sense to me. Though
Yeah.
I've never really been
So-
in space.
Issue would have asked how long it took them to build this.
Well, the science aspect of it is something that, I'm trying to, you guys haven't been introduced to the newest, senior officer yet.
Oh right.
You
'cause
mean
our-
you mean chief replacement?
Yeah,
So-
'cause Blue Horizon's getting replaced.
As you look around the ship, I have to find his token. This is the
It's a he.
Fucking ass clown.
Wow.
Issue's not going to respect this person.
Of course not. It's issue.
He barely respected Blue.
He
Wait, what happened to Blue?
Don't you respect
Oh
him
my
like
God.
more
Oh my
now?
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, never
it's a
mind.
trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
hello.
Okay.
I'm Agent Pink.
Oh my.
Klaus, okay, so Issue's rolling an investigation real quick.
I will...
Is this a trap? That's the ship. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Hold on.
god.
That was the ship. Give me a moment.
Okay.
That was the
Five.
ship. That was the ship. Give me a moment.
Listen, Issue's minimum is 16. Give me a
Yeah,
sec. So,
What?
is this a trap?
she is not a trap.
Okay, he just
Why did you say
misspoke.
his token?
He misspoke. He definitely just misspoke.
Okay.
It's not a trap.
I said it actually specifically to fuck with some of you. Anyways,
Oh well, fuck you too. Fuck you too.
Well, hello there, Agent Pink.
oh, my full name is Agent Pink Dawn, but you may refer to me as Agent Pink. I am going to be your new senior officer, so it's a
Well,
pleasure to
nice to-
meet and be working with a lot of you.
Hello.
Wait, why
nice,
are
nice
you
to meet
a
you.
senior officer? Did I miss something?
Yes,
Ah.
Agent Blue Horizon went rogue, saving Bonita's life.
So he got fired.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, he essentially did the ultimate quit.
you get
Yes,
Huh.
well, I respect the fact that he was willing to save one of your number. The fact is, the agency can't really deal with rogue agents like that. While his actions may have been right in the grand scheme of things, the fact that he did not follow proper protocol in doing so.
So, I have a request, Miss Pinkton. We
Yes.
have had serious problems with not receiving proper intelligence for our missions. Frankly, it has caused us quite a bit of trouble. If there's anything you could do to maybe get a proper intelligence committee or spies or whoever gathers the information, that would be very helpful to our operations. Because currently we have been wandering around like ducks with our heads cut off, and you can see how that's
It's actually quite
Why not?
comical.
Before I was promoted to this position, I was a spy myself, and, well, a spy master, to be more precise. And I hope that any information that you require, I will be able to provide.
People that are usually spies tell people that they're spies.
well, the good ones don't really care much
Okay.
about it.
Fair enough.
Honestly, you lot are my subordinates, and it's important to build a layer of trust. And
I don't think I
honestly,
have a job. I'm just here.
she looks over at you and down at her notes. I thought you were Bosco.
No,
No.
Bosco.
Oh, no. It's like Bosco, but not.
Wait, who's this guy?
Listen, they're both unpredictable idiots, but I'm keeping an eye on them, okay?
Well, hi.
The only images
think
that we
there's a-
have of Bosco are with his suit, so...
This is, trust me, this is not Bosco. This is a man that came from a sheep portal.
It's complicated, all right. But
Yeah, don't
Oh,
worry about
you
it.
were
It
in
was
between
a sh-
dimensions, weren't you?
yeah. Oh, you know. That's lovely.
Well, yes. The reason I'm part of Halo is because she kind of, like, waves her hand and sparkles are in a trail behind her. My abilities are a little
Sparkles.
bit more magical in nature than many of the other agents.
Oh.
That's lovely.
fantastic.
I
I
like
also
it.
want to point out, she's just wearing a bikini.
So, by
A
now,
bikini and, like,
yeah,
straw
whatever.
hat.
Pixel, like, kind of flies out of Issue's eyes and stops before her, like, Wow! I love your hair! I can't do Pixel voice.
Well,
I love your hair.
oh, thank you. Well, it is a pleasure to meet all of you, and
Yeah.
for you,
Hi.
she looks over to Issue.
Mm-hmm.
Issue, are you willing to have him as a member of the team?
Yes, ma'am.
I also agree.
I don't know you.
Well-
Scott, she was asking.
You don't
I am
entirely
with the
need
fact-
to know someone to trust them.
Is
As
that how
things
counterintuitive
work
as it
here?
is.
Is that how things work here?
Listen, okay, in my short time knowing you, you have shown a level of competence, if through some odd actions. And the actions you chose, well, a bit mystical and nonsensical, they were at least the right actions, in my.
Well, fair enough.
So
Oh.
I trust you enough to accept you on this team, at least temporarily. Think of it as a tenure. If you prove you're actually trustworthy enough, I'll consider you a full member.
Fair enough.
I don't know how Halo considers things, but
Well,
my
with a recommendation from you and the fact that he even knows about the sheep dimension and has had a possibility of surviving it if he has encountered it, is enough for me.
one last
so-
thing. Oh, go ahead.
No worries. I'll talk about it later.
One last thing. During our previous assignment to escort the doctor, encountered a woman who called herself Psycho. She seemed to be a serial killer of some sort. Also quite childish. We have her phone number and we promised her a good time, which she interpreted as she get to murder anyone she wants and the police don't come after her. I quite think she'd be good at assassination work if you don't mind. So if you don't require subtlety and just want whoever it is dead. She may have to be killed, she may have to be captured, but something needs to be done soon or she may decide to go on the rampage.
Yes, after your initial contact with Elena Walker, I have made sure to keep an eye on her, and I'm aware of the promise that you made her. The aspect of having her as an agent is a good one, and we'll have to test her and see if she's fit enough, well, mentally, to carry that out.
Allow me to put it this way. She was incredibly distracted by a giant teddy bear, so much so that it brought her from her current job, which was killing James, to willing to be, how you say, diplomat. So, I'm not sure how her mental state would hold up, but
Yeah,
you
okay.
people are better than I at dealing with those who are questionable in the head. I trust your
I-
judgment on her.
I have an idea for a walk around for it, but that will have to wait for a later time. Anyways,
Are you-
for the ship itself, if you'd please follow me, I can show you a few of the other features.
Oh,
So now the real question: would HQ have figured out how to drive this thing just by fiddling with it for a little while? With its 7 intelligence.
Give me a technology check.
Old man, go. Issue?
I think they're rolling something.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Roll technology.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you cut out. I couldn't hear what you were asking me.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, but
Roll the beat boops.
Ooh.
Okay, so you figured out the basics of the flight controls. It's not something that you are super familiar with, as you have never flown a spacecraft, but you think that you are competent enough to handle
Not
it if
crash
you
it
wanted to.
immediately.
Yeah.
That's promising.
Better than any you could do.
You
Thanks.
also can tell that
Excuse
there
me?
are a lot of safety parameters on this to make it a lot easier for people that aren't that adept to fly it.
People that aren't issue.
Anyways, this is the engine room. As you can see, while we don't have a shielding module ourselves. We are aware of many alien crafts that have one. If you were to come across one in your travels, it would be installed here. And there is a large divot in the ground with several wires on either side of it.
Just like wires that are sticking out of it, or
There are wires that would connect to whatever.
Okay, so like cables.
Yeah.
And you're sure that technology will integrate well with this? I've seen alien and human technology integrate, but it takes a little bit of work.
No
Well,
one is.
shield modules seem pretty standardized from what I can tell from my albeit limited experience with them.
Mm-hmm. Very well.
Our scientists have picked apart quite a few, and they came up with this as a result.
Fucking.
I see. Would we have gotten a report about the ship's information?
Yes.
Okay, so, and are the AI boxes as integratable as shield modules?
From what we can tell from AI boxes is they are, well, they're technology that surpasses normal means of integration. All you really need to do is place it near a ship and let it calibrate for a decent amount of time.
Okay, I'm sure it won't be too complicated once I have my hands on it.
How effective is the gun on this ship?
Well, the gun has been effective enough to wipe out a small hill from my experience with the ship.
Oh,
A hill? Isn't like a geographical body, or?
Yes.
So, but we're still going to try to avoid a dogfight at any
yeah,
cost.
of course. I don't particularly think this ship will do well in a dogfight. I don't think.
And there's also the fact that, again, you do not currently have a shield module, which, from what we can see with, honestly, aliens are not that subtle. You can see many of their fights by simply looking through a telescope.
Oh.
Well,
So.
you know of Bosco. Does he seem like the subtle type?
No. I mean, neither is that guy over there. She points at that guy.
What do you mean? I don't have anything that stands out about me. He says with the glaringly red eye.
The flamethrower.
I've also
I don't
noticed that
have-
you
you
had
don't have,
somebody
like, a
walk out of the
duplicate,
room
Yeah,
mid-conversation.
yeah.
Well, I was curious. I was just looking about while I was listening.
And that's fine. But you don't seem like the subtle kind, and
So, one last question. If a transmitter were to be installed on the ship, what is the maximum distance from the Earth's atmosphere before it stops functioning? Because I know they cannot transport across planets or celestial bodies, but
from my
How does this
understanding,
function on the
it's 3 AU.
3 AU.
So around 11,000 meters. Or not meters, miles, right?
Yeah.
That's
Awesome. So,
fucking meters.
in a pinch, a transmitter could technically be used as an emergency escape if you get close enough to a planet as well.
Oh,
Yes, it
I
could.
could help with that if we needed an escape route.
Do you have
Oh.
a transmat handy?
What can we do?
Sort of.
Are you talking about that thing in your pocket?
Yeah, that thing in my pocket. It's not just happy to see you. The Actually, where's a good place to put this?
I mean,
Um,
it's a... Do you want it to be a
It's a double door.
5-foot area, or do you want it to be like a 10 by 5 area?
10 by 5, honestly.
Okay.
Wow.
So you can honestly, like, slap it against one of these walls if you wanted to.
He'll just, he'll step over here, and I guess place the knob on this wall.
Okay. You take a doorknob out of your pocket, place it against the wall, and then suddenly it shifts into that of a door. Would you like to describe the door?
The door seems fairly old, if anything else. Likely mahogany. It there's not much to it other than there's no like fancy carvings nor anything of the like other than the handle that they took out, which is of a much better make and design, though also wood. It seems to have a sort of face upon it, though it's not animated in any way.
Can I open one of the doors?
I mean, are you trying to open the door?
Well, that's up to you. Am I allowed?
Well, I'm not. I'm not. Are you trying to open the door?
Well, are you not replying to my question? Can I open the door?
I mean, if you're trying to open the door, you can open the door.
I will not open the door.
Okay. Well, that guy opens the door.
Can
because
I
someone
open
else
the
opened-
door?
Yes, you can open the door.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Issue just kind of moves, like scooches you past and opens it.
Issue takes the door
Um,
opening.
Issue, how far do you open up the door?
Oh no.
All the way. He doesn't care.
Okay. If you would please describe what they see.
Sure. This opens up to what seems to be an expanse of checkered tiles, going on for quite a while. And in the center seems to be a castle, like stone castle.
Yeah, literal pocket dimension, eh?
Yeah, a little bit like that. Among the other things that are in there is some transportation. It's probably like your transmats. I don't think it has much longer range than them. But in a pinch,
So the question is it physically in this space now?
well, close the door and no.
But if the door is open, it is physically in this space?
Like it's
Because transmats don't just work from anywhere in the universe unless this one is
Yeah.
different.
it's here.
Okay. So in a pinch, if necessary, if this were hurtling towards Earth, open the door, make sure the door continues to stay open. We could all use the transmat to head to Halo headquarters.
Basically. Though I'll
Then-
likely be retrieving the door handle after everyone else is out. That'll be fine.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Fine. Magic.
Anyways, there was a few other aspects of the ship I would like to show you.
Closes door. He just leaves it there for now. That guy is sitting there on the couch.
What the fuck? Ah!
This,
Yes.
It's two of the bastards!
So I didn't. My eyes didn't. What is going on here? Right?
He can make a duplicate of himself. Don't worry too much
What?
about it.
anyways, this is considered a
Okay.
briefing room. It's also a bit of a relaxation area.
Hmm.
The cushions are
which is-
exceptionally comfortable.
They're both lounging. Like in mirrored positions.
I'll point at these. What are these?
These are life support systems.
Oh.
It regulates the oxygen in here.
And I'm guessing that's the plant that's maintaining the oxygen?
No, that is what would be considered a emergency escape. It's only big enough for one person, but think of it as a black box you can get into.
Is that like grass or what is that?
It is, well, a plant of my own design that rapidly makes a livable atmosphere in a very small radius.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's neat.
So is this like a hologram table in front of the couches?
Yes. It is just currently a screen on the ground, but you recognize it as it is the same hologram technology as the normal briefing room.
And that's in my fucking library.
Yes.
Mm.
You also
It should
may
just
have
count.
noticed that the starboard side of the ship is currently empty. That's for cargo or anything else that you might want to hold. There's also these two small rooms that are empty that you are free to fill with whatever you wish. This is
People.
honestly a beta test for ships that go much faster than normal human technology can.
So if we encounter hostile alien life forms, shoot to kill.
Issue.
If
I don't
necessary.
think we can shoot to kill. I don't think we can shoot to kill. We have a single gun, and
He just
No
gestures
sh-
his sniper rifle on his back. A single gun can do quite a bit
we
of
have
damage.
no shields. And I don't think we can breathe outside in space because
You can't. He just slaps the suit on. You can.
Well,
Wait.
still,
You know that you're not the only guy on the ship.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
don't
saying if necessary, fire me over to the
Also-
enemy ship.
If necessary, I think we should avoid all hostile contact.
Yes, I agree, but if it is entirely unavoidable, we need to have contingency plans.
Well, of course, that is obviously what
I am making contingency plans at the moment.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing, Scott.
Okay.
At any rate, there are two space stations that orbit the Earth, roughly at about 2 AU. There is also, along the way to Luna, 2 more oxyports, one of them of American design and the other of Russian.
Issue's eyes lens flare. No, I'm kidding.
Do
Um,
we?
So just to get this straight, we fly, we go to every checkpoint possible to get as much life support as possible, and then we land on the moon, and then we do the same thing coming back. And theoretically, there should be no problems in between that.
Yes, and while you're out there, if you were to perhaps scavenge some alien ships for extra parts, he looks over the issue, perhaps an AI box. That would be very good as well.
Do you guys intend to use this as like a mining drone ship, maybe eventually? You know, to
What?
mine asteroids.
Currently,
why
no.
would you need humans in order to mine an asteroid?
Well, I mean, you know, you never know. I'm just saying, you know, I've seen those things.
I suppose. If she just slides into the seat. Alright, everyone. Find your positions. Oh.
As you may know, it is one of the UW's goals to be in the Galactic Eye. This ship is the hopes of, well, many of us at Halo that we can do so.
So, do we need, like, credentials for this thing?
He hands,
Like-
she hands,
It's not. It's a trap.
oh my god.